Today we're with Kevin Bond, who's outstanding in his field, just outside of Mannum, and today we're discussing a few issues in relation to managing frost. So Kevin, how frost prone is your farm here?
We always get a level of frost, not significant, not broad acre. It's mainly the hollows, like this is a prime example of a hollow here. How do we manage it? We don't really sow according to, leave sowing later to try and avoid the frost because they can come at various times. But the lower lying areas, quite often they can be a rocky area where we'll cut hay regularly, so we'll always roll it no matter what variety it is, whether it's a legume or cereal, with the intentions that if it's frost, we cut it for hay. Other reasons, or other ways of managing it, well, rolling in itself is a form of frost control, it holds more heat within the soil.
So Kevin, I believe that on your farm you've got one of the Mesonet sites here. What's your experiences with that?
Yeah, well, it's not up yet, but they're working on it. Other than the inversion site, which is what inversion level interpretation is what it's mainly set up for, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to know the extent of how low the temperature goes and for how long, and that'll give us a bit better idea of if it was severe, then yeah, we can go ahead and cut a bit more cereal rather than waiting later, because we are set up for cutting hay now, and that is probably one of our main management tools for frost.
Right, so it's about sort of having
mitigation,
flexible management, but if there is that frost event, then you've got the option for hay.
Yep.
Are there any sort of general rules of thumbs, or I suppose it depends on hay prices as to how much area you cut for hay that is potentially frost damaged?
No general rule of thumb, I wish there was. Yeah, that's based on frost. Dry seasons is probably the main one. If it's a particularly dry season with not much prediction of spring rain, we'll tend to cut more hay because it's going to be profitable. And we have done really well out of cutting hay in dry seasons, definitely.
Yeah. So if you had a chance to suggest to GRDC where they should invest their dollars in terms of frost research, frost risk management, are there any particular areas of research you'd suggest they should focus on?
Well, obviously a frost-tolerant legume would be a fantastic one, because legumes are more prone to frost damage in terms of getting grain. But that's a big ask, I think. But yes, if it's possible, frost-tolerant species.
Yep, no worries. Oh, thanks for your time, Kevin, and let's hope for some good rains in coming weeks.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.